Okay, everyone, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining at a very short notice, yeah, but we feel the need to give you a briefing in preparation for the book club's meeting that will begin tonight. So just want to make sure how many. Sorry. Okay. Let's see. We already have 115 participants, so I assume that this already represents both education and literature. So just checking, Bu Wiwit is already here. Bu Wiwit, are you there? Yeah, okay, Bu Wiwit. All right, everyone. So the idea of this briefing is to give you some important information regarding the extensive reading program and also the book club meetings with Rachel Wang that will begin tonight. And we are going to have two short sessions in the next 60 minutes. We will introduce you to the bits and pieces of what we are going to do in our extensive reading program. And after that, I'll show you what xreading.com looks like. Last night, I already asked you to fill out the Google Sheet, yeah, to give us information about the your UNESA email account. We need those accounts so that your X-Reading subscription can be activated. Yeah, it's actually very unfortunate that we cannot begin with the program today, but hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday at the latest, yeah, you will have your account, extensive reading account, so you could start reading the books there. So without further ado, I think I'll just hand it over to Bu Wiwit to share the information about our X-Reading program. Bu Wiwit, over to you.
Yeah. Okay, good afternoon, everybody. Nice to have you here. You can call me Bu Wiwit. My full name is Wiwit Fitri. I'm teaching in education, but welcome to all of you, not only from education, also for literature program. I hope that this semester, although this is probably a hard one for us, for all of us, because we cannot conduct offline class. I hope that you still have high spirits to do the task, to do anything, to be active in any programs conducted in our department. And this afternoon, as BPV has mentioned, we're going to introduce you to extensive reading. This is, well, some of you perhaps will think that, oh my God, I should have more burden. Well, I hope that it won't be a burden for you. We hope that this one will be an exciting one for you. And of course, it will be related to other activities like the SE, for example. And next, there will be book clubs as well. Okay, well, let me share screen. Okay. Yeah. Can you see my screen clearly? Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
So this is?
Yeah.
Yes?
It's clear.
Is it clear?
Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, well, let me make it fast because it's already afternoon. Perhaps some of you haven't got your lunch yet. Yeah, now extensive reading. What is extensive reading? So extensive reading here is actually a program in which you students are urged, or let me say not urged, let me say that you are motivated to read a lot. And it is conducted not in the class, it is conducted beyond the class or outside the class. You can do it anywhere, anytime you like. Here in our department, we are going to use this platform, xreading.com. So this is a digital platform in which you can access books. There are many books there, more than 1,000 books from various levels. It is called various levels because it is graded. So you will find what so-called graded readers, and then there are various kinds genre of books there. You can find fiction, you can find non-fictions, and for more details, we will explain it to you later when she is explaining about X reading. And in X reading, you will not just read text there. You can also listen to the words, listen to how the words there are pronounced, because there are audios accompanying the text. And the speed of the audio can be adjusted to your levels or to your convenient needs. Okay. Now let me get back here. Well, uh, although extensive reading is actually a reading for pleasure program, means that we hope that you are motivated and feel happy, feel fun in doing this reading. Okay, in doing the reading, there are targets we put in uh, each semester. So here, take a look at this. In semester one, we hope that you can read 60,000 words. You can get 60,000 words, and in semester two, 80,000 words. So in total, you have, I think it's wrong. It should be 140,000 words in a year, not 120. Yeah, the number of the words here, of course, related to the number of uh, the material, the reading material you access in X reading. Some problem in the previous year occurred because some students said that they perhaps too tired because they have already got a lot of assignment from other programs. But remember that in doing extensive reading, actually, it is to help you yourself to familiarize yourself with many words, not only academic words. It also helps you to understand non-academic words. Okay, and the more you read, the more you have the vocabularies, the more you have the styles, the more you get familiar with the textiles, any textiles. It will be a lot easier for you to understand many kinds of text, and you will be familiar with many kinds of text, so that in the future when you have to read well, what's so called more complicated text, or if you have to join a test like TOEFL or IELTS, in which you have to face many texts, you will not get stressed, you will not get panic, because reading is already your habit. So extensive reading is actually to make you familiar with reading activities, to make you feel reading is not a burden in the future when you are assigned to read a lot more things. Well, as university students, we cannot avoid the fact that we have to read a lot. We have to read a lot. Later, when you are in academic writing, in paper writing classes, or in content classes, you will need to read many literatures, you will need to read many sources, many books. If you don't like reading, if you are not accustomed to read, it will be very hard for you. It will be stressful. So uh, we need to, not only you, me too, we all need to familiarize with ourselves with many reading materials. In X reading, you can choose the materials you like. No one will force you to read the thing you don't like. So there is no excuse actually for you when you say, "No, ma'am, I don't like the reading materials." Well, if you don't find the reading materials that suit you, that make you happy, you can try to explore more because there are actually many books available there, and I think it will be impossible that you don't find any books which suits your needs. Okay, later Bhuti will explain more about it.
Wait,
Next,
sorry to interrupt. I think I put a wrong number there. You're right. It
yes,
should
that's
be
140.
140. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. The and we are dividing you in classes. Okay. For literature, there are two classes, two big classes, and for education, there are four classes. For now, okay, and there will be supervisor for the classes. But for the education, there is possibility that there will be a change, but we're going to explain later. Okay, we're going to announce later about it. Well, this extensive reading program, although we say that it is reading for pleasure, it doesn't mean that we don't give you target. We hope that you put target for yourself too, and we're going to explain more about it.
Wait, are you there? Hello, wait. Let me check. Yeah, so sorry everyone. Vivit seems to have a problem with her internet connection. While waiting for her to come back, let me just share the screen and we'll just continue when Vivit is already back with us. Yeah, so Vivit, let me know if you're already here so I can just send it over to you. Where are we now? Here, yeah? Yeah. All right. So let me just pick up on what is left. Yeah. So as Puwit mentioned, each class will be supervised by one person, but if there are any changes, we're going to announce it later. Now, this program, everyone, is actually how could I say that? It's a compulsory program. We could also call this a non-credit hour program, but um, parts or the progress will also be part of the assessments in some skills classes. Yeah, for instance, we will be able to monitor every single student's progress, like how many books you read on what particular day, and what is the reading speed, whether you would be using the audio book. We will be able to monitor that through the system. Yeah, there is a learning management system that we'll be using with X Reading. With that in mind, your supervisor in each class will monitor you and your progress in X reading, the number of books, the speed and everything will be counted as part of the reading assessment of the assessment in reading class, yeah, in intensive reading class or essential reading class for education, yeah, because there is a slightly different name, but basically it's the same. Now, everyone, it's also, I'm also delighted to share the information with you, although I've already mentioned that earlier during the orientation for new students. You will be meeting with Rachel, Rachel Wang, our virtual English fellow, starting tonight. Now, you will develop, you will conduct a lot of very interesting activities with Rachel, and the activities will also be part of the assessment. Now, my suggestion, do not see this as assessment, ya, jangan dilihat sebagai penilaian. Just enjoy the moment, the conversation with Rachel, enjoy the silent moment you have when you read at the xreading.com. But as for the assessment, your book club participation with Rachel will be counted as part of the assessment in speaking class, yeah, in essential speaking skills class. Meanwhile, you will also conduct a mini book project. Rachel will explain in detail about that, and you'll love it because you'll be writing a book, yeah, a mini book, and it will be counted as part of the assessment in writing class. So basically, these will be related to your skills classes. And if ever we see that you use your audio, the audio version of X reading, it can also be counted as the listening assessment. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. Wiwit, you're back already? Not yet? Now, the extension activities with Rachel. You will have a chance to meet Rachel every week for an hour and a half. So this is going to be an online weekly meeting with Rachel Wang. She's a very friendly and a very smart young lady from the US. You love the conversation with her. So every class will have the chance to meet for an hour and a half. So what do we have for the scheduling? Yeah, these are the scheduling. We call this book clubs meeting because the meetings will actually talk about books that you read, books that you like to read, and books that you're going to write, yeah, on the basis of the books you read on X reading. I remember showing you this, but in the earlier version during the orientation session, but we've already made a couple of changes. So keep this in mind, everyone. The book club's meetings will start tonight, September the 21st, 2020. Those from education A and B, okay, let me explain this first. Education students are divided into 4 groups, and these groups A, B, C, D will be based on your reading class. Yeah, I know that your reading class for education, it's divided into 2 groups. Sorry, 4 groups. Now, for the meeting with Rachel tonight, Monday, the first meeting, it's going to be for those from education A and B. And please join the Zoom link. I think I've already sent you the link. Yeah. If not, I'll send it to you again. The meetings will begin from 7:30. Please join on time. Yeah. And then it will continue up to 9 p.m. We'll just be flexible. That is just based on what Rachel wants to do. And then education C and D will have the meetings on Tuesdays. That's tomorrow, the same time. Literature students, uh, why did I write C? It should be B. Let me just change that. let's see. Okay, so let me correct this. I think I need to correct this also, now that I remember doing this. Okay, yeah. Yeah, so this one is correct. Literature A and literature B, that refers to the big class that we have for MKU, yeah, for agama, what else? Indonesian society and class, yeah. So let's just say that this follows the grouping for Indonesian society and culture class. I think that would be easier to remember rather than thinking of this as class agama, yeah, because you might be in different groups. So literature A will meet on Wednesdays, every Wednesday, the same time. And then literature B will meet on Thursdays, the same time. We, the lecturers, meet Rachel every week also on Friday. So Rachel actually meets us 5 days a week from Mondays to Fridays, and Mondays to Thursdays for students, and then Fridays for the lecturers, yeah, at about the same time. You following? So I think this is quite clear. I would really like those from education B, A and B to get ready to meet Rachel tonight, yeah? Now, if everything is clear, let's move on to the next one. So everyone, while it is an exciting, it's going to be an exciting experience for you, but we also need to keep in mind that xreading.com is a system on the basis of subscription, yeah, langganan. We had this program for students cohort 2019, ya, kakak kelas angkatan 2019. And since we actually did that the first time with them, they had to pay in full. Yeah, so students from cohort 2019 had to pay in full $14 for 1 year subscription, and that equals that is equal to 210 case, ya, 210 ribu. But because this year you are very fortunate that we have Rachel as our virtual fellow, and this is also on the basis of cooperation with the U.S. Embassy through Regional English Language Office, or RILO, and that is why it's going to be subsidized by UNESA. Half of it will be subsidized by UNESA, and that leaves you to only pay 100K, 100 ribu saja, to have access to more than 1,000 books for 1 year. Yeah? That is really, really a good deal, because if you want to check online, having one book, the print version, if you go to Periplus, for example, buying a graded reader will actually cost you at least 100 case, ya, 100 ribu at least, to buy only one book. With this X reading, you can get access to more than 1,000 books, yeah, for 1 year, and you only need to pay 100K. Now let's not talk about the money yet. Yeah, once it is activated, we'll set the mechanism how you're going to pay the subscription. All right. Up to this point, is there any question about the program before I show you how xreading.com looks like? Questions? You may ask in Bahasa Indonesia if you want. Hanif, go ahead, Hanif.
Hello.
Yes, Hanif, go ahead.
Is it clear?
Yes, it's clear. Let me spotlight you.
Yeah, so my questions is gonna be the system of the X reading itself. So how would the system know how many words that we've read in a book? Do we have to read it out loud so that the system will hear what we're saying? And my second question is gonna be the mini book. Miss Laili already gave us the assessment. So do we have to repeat explaining to ratio 1? Thank you.
No, it's so you are with Buleli for grammar, I think. Yeah, for grammar class. Yeah. So yeah, there's going to be a different mini book project, but don't worry, they are actually interrelated. Yeah, it is actually possible that you will get similar projects of mini book, but since you know making a mini book is actually very simple, yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that is the answer to the second question. As for the first question, that is what I'm going to show you right after this. So just bear with me. Thank you very much, Hanif. Any other question? Yes? Anybody? Raise your hand. If not, I can stop sharing the screen and then I'll go directly to X reading. Let me see. Yeah. So can you see the website now? Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So this is the interface of xreading.com using our account, because this is our account as the instructor. Once your account is activated, you are going to have this as a student account. Yeah. In fact, the interface will actually be much simpler at the student end rather than at the teacher's end. Yeah. But I can show you how it looks like so that I can also answer Hanif's questions. The first thing that you could do without actually logging in, so if you want to do it now, it's actually possible. We just go to xreading.com and then you can click library. And you can click library and you see here that, the books are taken or are, are donated by a number of well-known publishers, yeah, from Cambridge, Cengage, Collins, Compass, and so many others. These books, if you want to find this online, or maybe you go to Periplus, or even Big Bad Wolf, yeah, it usually costs at least, as I said, 100,000 rupiahs. So these are the titles of the book. And maybe I'll start from this. Maybe let me see if I can see. Oh, okay. So maybe we can take a look at the levels. X reading has 14 levels. Yeah, from level 1 to level 14, and these are the number of books that are available in each level, and the books are also available in various genres, not only fiction but also non-fiction. Yeah, so I think even your lecturers from the reading class can use these books for the materials. So these are the genres. As Buwit mentioned, it's all your choice. Yeah, anything you like. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find the book there. And then, yeah, so you can try to find the books on the basis of the genres. How about the level? In fact, when your account has already been activated, we're going to conduct a placement test, yeah, a very brief and easy placement test, and we can do it online. You don't have to come to campus for this. So the placement test will tell you which level you are, and basically, some students might feel, oh, why is it that my level is so low? Why is it that my level is 2, for example? It's okay, everyone, because sometimes the placement test is not because you cannot understand the reading, but sometimes it's because of the technology. But at least the level tells you where to start. Yeah, for example, you may think that your English is quite good, but then the placement test puts you in level 3. it doesn't matter. Read from books in level 3 and try to find probably 2, 3, 4 books. And when you see that, oh, I think now the books are too easy for me, there is no other placement test, you could just move on to find other books from level 4, 5, and so on and so forth. Yeah. But my suggestion, X reading or extensive reading program motivates you to read books that are not difficult. So if you find a book that is too difficult, you might be discouraged. Try to avoid this. Yeah. Find a book that you like, that doesn't have any problems to be understood, and that would be from lower level books. Yeah. I know last year some students wanted to challenge themselves by reading level 13, but then it's too complicated. Yeah, so just take this one step at a time. Now, how do you read the book? Yeah? For example, here we have books from say level okay, maybe let's see what level it is. It's level 11, level 9. Okay, so maybe we could take this one. Yeah, circle games. Yeah, we have the book, and then we also have the information about the level, the genre, the number of words, the format, the narrative. Yeah, and then you can click this. Yeah, let me see if I'm able. Okay, so I have it here. This is the book. When your account is already activated, you could click this, read now. Yeah, so, and it will look like this. Let's wait. There is also information here that the audio version is available for 1 hour and 23 minutes. It's up to you whether you want to use the audio version or not. Okay, so this is still the connection. Let's just wait. In the meantime, I think Bu Eva texted me. Is that a question, Bu Eva? You might want to help read the question.
Bu Dewi?
Yep.
I think we have some students questions from some students
Okay.
on the chat room. I
Yeah.
think.
All right.
Yes.
So if you could help read the questions while I'm
Yeah,
waiting
sure.
for the chat.
The first one is from Kurnia Praja. How do we pay the subscription?
Okay. Yeah, so let's wait until it is activated, yeah, because we are still trying to manage this with Pak Wakil Rektor Dua. No rush, yeah, no rush. What we usually do is we pay to the publisher first, and then after that we can deal with you. Probably end of September will be good. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, Whoever.
Yeah. The second question from Nabil Aldebaran. What if we reach more than the target for one semester? Okay, this is interesting.
That is even good. Whoever can actually answer that question on the
Yeah.
basis of the information. Yeah.
Okay, so if I may answer,
Yeah,
then what if we reach more than the target for one semester? If you do that, then that will be considered as a great achievement, and you will get certificate. Yeah.
That's right.
So last year we gave students who exceeds the target a certificate for them, and in the end this will be counted by Sipena.
Yeah.
And also for the subscription thingy, I believe that Bu Tiwi already explained that we still have to contact the publisher, and then we still need to arrange that with them. But from last year's experience, the students can sort of pay or give their payment to one of the committee of extensive reading. We will collect your money, and then we will help you deliver them to the publisher. So no worries.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you very much, Eva. So don't worry about the payment, yeah, because you will be able to access it even when you haven't paid, yeah. Because we try to handle this first, yeah. Now, thank you very much, Eva, for mentioning about the certificate. I actually forgot to mention that. This one, everyone, will be counted as Sipana. So, for example, you have already reached the target, you will get a certain level of certificate. But if you exceed the target, you can actually get, I think, more than one certificate for FIA. That is
Yeah.
what we did last semester.
Mhm.
So basically, just motivate yourself to read, but do not rush. Yeah, because the system can actually tell if you read too fast. The system tells us that you may not be reading after all. Yeah, you just need to sort of show us that you are actually reading. But the system has already been made in such a way that there is a limit, a maximum limit for the reading speed.
Mm.
Okay.
And,
Yeah. Bertha, any
yes.
addition?
And if I may add, please don't rush yourself. Just take your time, enjoy your reading. The key for extensive reading is the pleasure in reading. So you need to enjoy your reading, and while at the same time you can increase your speed and also reach the target.
Yeah.
So the main point here is don't think about the target yet. Just
Mm,
think about the pleasure in reading.
yeah.
Okay,
I agree.
you
I agree.
enjoy you enjoy the reading process, then everything will be easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I second it. So I would agree with that 100%. That's why it's really important to find books that you really like. Yeah, not books that you think your lecturers like, because it has nothing to do with us. We're not going to force you to read whatever books that I think is good, but you may not be able to read, or you may not like it. Now, this is the interface for the class. As you see here, I've already created the classes, but for now, the names are not here yet because they are not yet activated. You see here, education A, B, C, D, literature A, and B. So once the accounts are activated, also with the enrollment code, you'll be able to access it. Hanif's question takes us to this part. So perhaps I can actually show you what we have uh, in last semester's, last year's class. Yeah, let's see. The classes are already closed, but we'll just take one. Maybe I can take this. This is from last year. It's already closed, but we are still able to access the information. So this is how it looks like, everyone, for each class. Yeah, once the names are here and your student ID, we will see the reading level on the basis of not only the placement test, but also the books that you are reading at the moment. This is the class. And for example, Hanif has already added a number of books. Yeah, you don't have to tell me, Hanif, the system will tell us. Yeah, we are going to monitor this every week. For example, if we can take this name, yeah, Charlita Dinara Angelica, I think the name is actually Dinara Angelica Charleta. Until June or July, she has already added 78 books, yeah, but she has finished reading 72 books, meaning that there are 6 books that she added, but was not able to finish reading. You see the difference? You'll be familiar with this. These are the books that were added. These were the books that were finished. Yeah, books passed. It says books passed because there is a quiz, a very easy quiz every time you finish reading a book. The quiz only consists of, I think, five multiple choice questions. So very simple, very piece of cake. Now, you know that each book has the information about the number of words. Yeah, you don't need to tell us, you don't need to record it because it will be recorded there. For example, these 72 books have one yeah, so more than 108,000 words. This is the average book level. The reading time that Dinara spent the whole year, that was 11 hours of reading. The reading speed, the listening time, that shows that she also used the audio version, but only for 4 minutes, meaning that she didn't really like using the audio book. The quiz is taken, the quiz is passed, the quiz is average. We have already said that the book is counted as finished if the quiz score is what's the minimum score? If I forget it, 60, I think. Oh yeah, that's 60. That's right. So if you can get minimum 60 for the score, then it will be counted as finished. That's why just enjoy it, yeah. Because if you enjoy it, you will understand the book and you will be able to do the quiz. Every student has a different progress, so you do not compete with each other, you compete with yourself. Yeah, it's not a competition. It doesn't matter if other students have better or higher levels or more number of words. This is about you, not about your friends. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. Maybe I can just click one student. Maybe this one, yeah, Dinda Ayu. So this is how it looks like later on. We will know what books that each student has already added, the level, what is it, maybe from this one. For example, the town mouse and the country mouse, the reading level is 5, the word thread is this, percentage, read, so it means it's finished, the reading time, and so on and so forth. When she read this, when she returned the book, the class assignment and everything. The pink highlight shows that the books have been added but not yet read, or maybe just half read. Sometimes it's pending because you read too fast, so the system uh, doesn't see this as a book that is finished. That's why just take your time. Yeah, so basically that's how it is. No assignments, yeah, because although it says assignments, the only assignment is the reading assignment itself. So let me just go to the library. Maybe this one, this is level 12, maybe I could find another. 10 ways to negotiate, yeah. Maybe if you like business, nonfiction, self-improvement, you could read the summary. Let me see this, hopefully, okay, so another connection is good. So this is what you're going to do. When you click this, it will say add book, yeah, you click and then it will be added to the system. Start reading. Okay, so now my internet is, so there is a problem with my internet. Okay, got it now. So this is how it looks like, everyone. Yeah, you could use your laptop, you could use your tab or iPad or even cell phone. Yeah, as long as you have internet connection, you're good to go. You will just, let's see, you will just click this. Yeah, you will just click next. Yeah, and it will show you this 10 ways to achieve blah, 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 next. Yeah, blah, 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 and go on. So take your time to read this. Yeah, like this. If you want to also listen to the audio version, you can click this, the contents, click to play. Yeah.
Introduction.
Can you hear this? Can you hear it? Yeah, good. So
Do you know that there is a secret to getting a good deal? This secret may help you to get a better job.
yeah,
It
now,
may help you to get more money.
yeah,
It can help you at school. You may get along with your family and friends better.
yeah.
What is this secret? It's called negotiation.
Yeah. So if you think this is too fast, there is a way to adjust the speed. Yeah, I don't know why I cannot see the. Oh, okay, okay. So here we have the original speed. So I can slow it down and let's see how it goes.
Negotiation can help you get what you want.
Okay, so it's slower now.
Be happier if we learn to negotiate.
Yeah. But if it's too slow, you can make it faster. Let me make it very fast.
Negotiation means to talk to someone so they agree. We may negotiate when we have a job interview.
Okay, so this is more or less like this. It's up to you. Some students like to read and listen. Some others would just want to read. Some others would just want to listen. But to be able for the books to be counted, you have to read them. The idea is not for listening, but you have to read them. All right. So I think I'll just stop the share screen and see if you have some more questions. Whoever, if you could help handle the questions. Should we pay before reading? Yeah, we have already answered that question. Should we pay before, can we read before paying? Yes, as I said, once the account is activated, which may be tomorrow or Wednesday, you can start reading. Yeah, whoever has already answered the question, we will let you know when the payment is due, but for now, we'll take care of that. What else? Sounds like our audio is disconnected. How do we pay the subscription? Yeah, we already answered that. Is there all kinds of genre of books there? Yes, all those genres. Yeah, if you want to, you can actually go to xreading.com. Without logging in, you can also look at the genres. So you will know when your account is activated, you can start reading. How to log in? Yeah, good question, Satria. You will log in by using your email account and the password. It's not yet activated, but remember when you fill out the Google Sheet, you already have the password actually. I think it's this, yeah, if I'm not mistaken. This is the password for literature, and this is for education. Yeah, so if you're from education, the password is ER_EDU20. For literature students, ER_lit20. Yeah, you will use your email and then this password, but right now you cannot log in because it's not yet activated. Your names are not in the system yet. Yeah, but it should be easy. Basically, that's all what you need to remember. Your email, this password, and that's it. You're good to go. Questions? Yeah. Okay, payment. Yeah. Again, don't worry about the payment yet. But if I started answer this, you can read anywhere you want. You can even, some people actually like to read when they're in the toilet. Some others, we know students who always read whenever she eats. Yeah. Although sometimes it's not good to read and then eat, but people have their own ways of reading. What is more important to us is you read, that's all. Other questions? For fiction, more genres it's there. Yeah. Okay. Any questions about the meetings with Rachel? Or we'll just keep this as surprises, yeah? As long as you know what days you need to meet Rachel, education A and B, Mondays, and then Tuesdays for education C and D, Wednesdays for literature A, Thursdays for literature B. 7:30, remember, come on time. Yeah, you're here. When you meet Rachel, you are also the ambassador of Indonesia, the ambassador of UNESA. Punctuality is really, really important. Have I sent you the link to Rachel's meeting? Have I? Yeah, if not, I'll send you the link to the group. Bu Eva, is there anything that we are still missing? Anything that we still need to mention? Otherwise, we'll just call it a day.
Okay. Excuse me, ma'am, but can we or should we let the students know which lecturer is going to, be in charge for which class, or should we wait until the?
Wait until the account is activated, and we also need to talk about that.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay.
Okay.
I think that will be all.
Yeah, I think that will be all. If there are no more questions, wish you the best of luck, and I really hope you will have a lot of fun with the X reading program, with book clubs meeting with Rachel. Make the best of the experience. Do not see this as a way to get good grades, but it's a way to to be real college students. Thank you very much for joining. Let me end the session, and thank you very much for your cooperation. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact us. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, by the way,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
yeah, can you turn on the video so we could take pictures? I think it's really important. Yeah, let me take pictures. This is, turn on the videos. Farah, you don't know on which page you are, so better turn the video on. Okay, 1. Okay, 2. Yeah, page 2. Yeah, smile.
Yes, ma'am.
3. So we have 6 pages now. 3. 4. 2 more to go. 5. Now the last page, but not least. Well, I see names only, no faces. Everybody, would you like to turn on your videos? Okay. All right then, so I guess that's all for today. Once again, thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We're ending the
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.